It gets lonely. It gets so lonely. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so glad that you're here and that you're watching. Okay, so last week I didn't really upload anything because I was resting. I was taking a break, and now I'm back. And I was almost planning not to make another video this week just because I was really liking not editing last week. Like having that much time, I didn't know what to do with myself. Anyway, so I am back now, and this video is gonna be about how to take care of yourself in college, or how to keep yourself together in college. Yeah, I am not an expert, and I definitely haven't been a college student that long. It's my week, sixth week as a college student. But I have learned some things and I have some advice to keep myself grounded that I want to share with you all. So that's what this video is going to be about. And I will no longer ramble much longer, and let's get on with the video. Alright, advice number one on how to keep yourself together. Sleep now, damn it. My first advice for you is to sleep, because you and I both know that we both haven't had 8 hours of sleep constantly, or maybe even ever, or just like for a while. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had a lot of sleep today because I overslept. So, but usually I'm pretty sure I only have like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, which isn't, it's not that bad compared to like my senior year in high school where I get like 4 hours of sleep the most, or five. But now that I do everything at home, I can actually get more sleep. So there's that. But yes, if you're watching this, please sleep. If you like working early in the morning, that's cool. That's fine. Do what you do. If it helps you finish, then fine. But I've also read that that's not technically healthy, but we still do it anyway. So if you're not gonna sleep late in the night, take naps. Take naps in the middle of the day. I think that's gonna help. Okay, please get some sleep. Please rest. Close your eyes. Listen to Get Sleepy podcast or something like that. That helps. So yes, that is the first advice. Let's move on to the next one. And next we have advice number two, which is keep your things in order. There are 3 ways I will be tackling this. First, keep your files in folders in your desktop, because that helps. Because sometimes I see people with a messy desktop and I'm just like, how can you live in that chaos? How? But if it helps you, fine. But it's honestly very easy to like keep your files in folders. So what I do is in my desktop I have general folders for general things. So yeah, inside my general folder I have smaller folders that are separated into different like sections of them, and that honestly really helps with like looking for a specific folder. Or right, I put it in this one, and then yeah, it's very easy. I am very organized when it comes to my laptop, but in real life I am messy, which I'm not gonna show. My family knows it. Another way to keep your things in order is to have a place to keep all your physical materials together. I have that corner of the room. I'm not gonna show it to you because it is messy, but I have a specific part of my room where I store my art supplies. If you have like things in order and stuff physically, then it's gonna help. So, a third way to keep your things in order is to have a system for your schedule. And what I mean by this is some people have planners or like journals, and I can never keep journals or planners. What I do is I have like sticky notes on my desktop, and I have different like sticky notes for my different stuff. Like I have one for school, I have one for YouTube. I also use Google Calendar, and I like using Google Calendar more since I can color code easily. So I like using Google Calendar. So yeah, have a system for your schedule because your deadlines will pile up and it's going to be harder for you to be on track of things. So yeah. Third advice is to set an alarm for everything you do. Don't take this literally though. Like, don't set an alarm for how long you're gonna pee, how long you're gonna shower. Well, how long you're gonna shower will also help if you shower really long. But yeah, set an alarm for each task that you do. I think that's gonna help you a lot, especially if you're doing asynchronous, because that's what I'm doing. Setting an alarm for like how long I'm gonna draw or how long I'm gonna be writing this paper actually helps, so I know how long I've been working on something. Because sometimes I don't set an alarm, and what happens is that I just work on one thing and it just prolongs, because in between I would take like mini breaks, or I call them mini breaks but really distractions because I keep using my phone. Sometimes I set an alarm, sometimes I set timers as well. Depends if my need is really like knowing what time it is or how long I'm gonna do something. So either set an alarm or set a timer for the task that you do, so you can keep yourself efficient, you can be efficient and move on to the next task. Advice number 4 is to have your comfort food around. Whether you're in like a Zoom call with your class or you're working by yourself, you should have food with you. Oh, this is not food, this is stitch. Well, you don't always have to have food with you, but it helps to just have to keep yourself like energized, because it gets so draining to just keep on working and you're just sitting there with your face on like facing the screen, and it gets so draining, especially if you're writing a paper. But yeah, having a comfort food around really helped me whenever I do my long ass reading assignments. Like I would just eat like sunflower seeds or something to keep myself grounded. Or if I have popcorn with me, I eat that too. That is like my number 1 comfort food. I have taters with me. So yeah. But also if you're into sweets, you should have like chocolates with you or something like that. You can have food with you as like prizes. Like once you finish a task, do that. It helps. It's like a motivation. Even if it's like super tiny, it's still food, and food is food. Advice number 5 is to keep in touch with your friends. Since I'm asynchronous and I don't really have Zoom calls with my classes, it gets lonely. It gets so lonely. And sometimes I don't talk to people or chat with people in like Messenger or like Instagram or Snapchat or something. Sometimes I go on with my day just talking to like my family, which is not completely a bad thing, but if you don't keep in touch with your friends, it's gonna get super lonely. And I think that's why I've been like sad, because I haven't been like talking to my friends as much. And if you can go on calls with your friends, even if you're just like studying together, like what I have with my friends, we have like a Discord. And like there was a time where we just went on a call, and some people who had to work were in another call, and then some people who had to work were in another one. So yeah, that helped. Keep in touch with your friends. It's gonna keep you sane, and it's gonna keep you distracted, but in a good way, because you don't also want to keep thinking about all the stuff you have to do, because it's gonna put so much weight on you. And talking to your friends about it, or just talking to your friends about anything else in general, will help lighten the mood. So keep in touch with your friends. Advice number 6 is to please shower. If you don't shower at least once a day, you stink. So please shower, because I can smell you from a mile away, you stinky, lovable person. Okay? I shower every day. It's just I shower late. I shower in the middle of the day. Like, it's at like 5 p.m. or like whatever. But at least I shower every day. So you should shower as well. You want to be fresh. Just keep yourself fresh. Even if it's like cold and it's raining outside and you're like, I don't feel like showering, you should still shower. Because guess what? It's not gonna be cold that long because we live in the Philippines. If you're watching this and you don't live in the Philippines, then good for you. But living in a tropical country where it's hot most of the time, you need to shower because you're gonna smell. Thank you, that's it. Next advice. So for my final advice, enjoy what you do. I think I've learned this the hard way. I was having like a mini burnout in the middle of my midterms. It was so hard. I didn't really feel that rush feeling when I'm working on an artwork. It was not just in my drawing, also in like my papers. This week I felt like great in what I was doing. Last week I have no idea what I wrote, honestly. But yeah, you need to enjoy what you do because everything has been leading up to this moment. You're in college. And if you're lucky, you're in the college of your dreams. Again, if you're lucky, you're in the path that you want to take. Like you're in the course that you wanted. You're choosing the path for the rest of your life. I mean, it's not a solid path to something in particular, but it's something. You're still going somewhere even if you don't know exactly where you're going to. And that feels weird to say. You might think like, oh, I have to be so serious now. Like, let's go. I can't binge watch. I can't play Among Us anymore. But like, no, you're not really. Like, sometimes you can play around with whatever task you have to do. That's why I play music while I draw because it helps. And when I'm reading something incredibly long, sometimes I read it out loud and like I narrate it or I do accents or something just to enjoy it, just to like play around with it because not everything has to be so serious all the time. And there's that. I'm ending on that note. That's all for this week's video. Guys, if you like that, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully, every Friday at 4. Bye!